Today is Monday, December 28th. We just got back from taking Gambit to the vet. I had to take him to the vet because I had to get him checked. His ear was swollen, and he had something called hematoma, if you guys have heard of that. So I guess what that is like a blood, when the blood clots in their ear from either scratching or shaking vigorously. I haven't noticed him scratching his ear too much. Maybe he might have done it when I wasn't home, but this just happened yesterday. So a section of his ear, like on the top portion, was swollen and filled with blood. So what my neighbor told me yesterday was that it could have been he scratched it too hard and it started to fill with blood. So, hey, no, don't do that. So what they did was they drained it. Yep. So it's his right ear. He's flattening it out right now, but it was swollen and right in this section here. So it was kind of fat, but it was kind of hard to tell, not unless you actually look at him very carefully, then you could actually see the swelling. But the vet told me that I had two options, either one, surgery, or two was to just drain it. So surgery, if I went the surgery route, would have costed anywhere from she estimated it would have been $1,300 to about $1,500, which I really don't think I could swing that right now. And she also said that with the surgery, it requires Gambit to stay overnight because they need to observe him, and I guess for like post-surgery, because there's a lot of bleeding. Two, they just want to monitor him to see how he does post-surgery. And then the second option, which is what I went with, was to just drain the fluid from the ear. And they send me home with some medications for him, and just gonna have to kind of monitor him from here on out. But they did tell me that his ear will never be the same again. So if you know me and you've seen Gambit, you met my dog Gambit. That's one of his traits, is his big ears, because he's half Frenchy, half Staffy. So he has the Frenchy ears. So they're really big and they stand up tall. It might be where now the ear will maybe droop or shrivel up, is what the vet told me. So yeah, they said his ear will never be the same again, and that I'm kind of bummed about because I love his ears because they stand up tall and they're really big. His ear didn't seem to bother him much. I'm hoping it doesn't come back, because they told me that it's more than likely that it will come back and it will get swollen again, but I'm just gonna have to wait and see. So, but if anybody has had this happen to their dog before and you have any tips for me, or if you have any stories for me, please share them. I would like to know. I'm just really bummed that his ear will never be the same again. It's either gonna shrivel up or it's gonna start to droop down. So it might be where he's gonna look like, one of his ears is gonna look like he did when he was a puppy. Because when he was a puppy, his ears were both down like this, and it was kind of cute. And I didn't know that as they get older, the ears come up and stand up tall like that. But we're gonna have to wait and see. So, yep, that's what happened today, and man, just glad it's not anything more major than that. So, gonna have to wait and see what happens. man, it is so dark. But look at this light. Look at the way the camera just makes it look super bright. I know I said that before, but I just love the way the camera brings out the light in the background, because it's really dark. It really is dark. But so Gambit's not in pain, thank goodness. He's doing good. His ear is not flopping around like I thought it was, or like it was before, since they drained it. Because what they told me was that his ear is not going to be the same. It's going to shrivel up and it's going to kind of droop. But I'm hoping that it doesn't do that, and I'm hoping that thing doesn't come back and clot again. So, but he's doing good, not in pain, doesn't seem to bother him at all. So I'm gonna go home and give him his meds, and he has to take meds for I think about a couple weeks or so. So hopefully it doesn't come back and fill up with blood again. Look at the moon. Look at the moon. What's up, everybody? Today is Tuesday, January 19th, and it's been about a few weeks since Gambit's ear. I had to drain his ear because there's blood in it. So I just want to post an update, a little add-on to the previous video. His ear was full of blood, so they call that hematoma. So basically what it is, I just kind of really quickly looked it up, and it's basically a cauliflower ear for dogs. So here's what it looks like now. Again, I'm gonna show your ear. Okay, so if you can see, his ear is kind of floppy. Yeah, so his right ear, it's just full of blood on the top, so it's just making that ear flop over. I did just briefly looked it up, and it said that if you just kind of leave it alone, the body will reabsorb that blood and it'll go down. But what I was told from the vet was his ear is not going to be the same no matter what. So I've been kind of bumming out the past few days, just because I love Gambit's ears, and that was one of his characteristic traits, was his really big ears, if you guys have ever seen him. But now I just have to kind of wait for it to go down and get reabsorbed by the body. So what I've been doing is I've been giving him some they have CBD for dogs, so I've been giving him some of that, just because I've heard that it's good for inflammation and stuff. So I've been giving him some doggy CBD. I'm hoping that it will help with the reabsorption of the blood and for the swelling to go down. Initially I just bought that for him because he has major anxiety when the fireworks go off when New Year's is around. So I bought that for him to kind of calm him down for the New Year's. If anyone has anything, like any suggestions, any tips for hematoma for dogs, aka cauliflower ear, please let me know. Open to anything, tips, suggestions, whatever. If you guys have had any experience, if you guys have had any experiences with like that with your dog as well, let me know, and what you guys did in that scenario. So thank you in advance, and I'll catch you guys later.